International Women's Day for me is a day in which we celebrate women, although we should of course be celebrating women every day, but more than that, it's a day in which we consciously remember the things that we need to keep pushing for and striving for in order for us to achieve gender equality, equity, as well as gender parity. So that's what International Day means for me. It's just for us to be conscious and deliberate about what it is that we need to push for and do for women in this era. When I look at the Zimbabwean landscape, what I do see is that there have been lots of, can I call them gains? The women's movement has moved a lot since the Beijing conference. Much has been achieved, and we should celebrate the fact that we have lots of women working, for example, in spheres that used to previously be male dominated or the male reserved spaces, but we have more women that have entered into those spaces. So as much as we recognize that we have women participating more in the economic space, political space, even in the SME sectors and informal sectors, we do realize that even though we've achieved that, it's not enough. We want more as women, and we want to achieve more for women. In recognizing the policies and institutes and structures that have been put in place to support the participation of women in all sectors, for me what remains is that how do we get it? How do we access it? How do we take it as women? Because policies are not actually going to deliver for us. So there is a point where we have to actually come together as women and figure out as a coalition and as a caucus, and then at the individual to say the policies in place, how do I make it work for me? That's what needs to happen next. Dare to dream, and dream greatly. You find that our biggest limitations are our mindset, that we shoot ourselves first. We put ourselves in the space where we think we can't. We are too afraid. We are afraid to even try, which is why you find that women don't progress as much. When you look at women's leadership journeys, men take a risk. Women, we wait to tick all the boxes to seek a job, a new job, or an advancement in our career. Men, if they tick 4 or 5 of the requirements on that job and person specification, they put in an application. And as women, we are waiting to tick 9 or 10 of those boxes. So we need to believe in our potential and ability and realize that in some of these opportunities that present, you may not be the perfect candidate. You may not score 100%, but if you're at 60-65%, the capacity can be built. And that's what I want to tell every girl out there, that dream big and dare to dream bigger than the stars even. And then if you dream or try to achieve for the stars or the moon, if you don't achieve it, at least you're somewhere in the skies. It sounds cliche, but I think that's what we need to do.